Hi, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for December 19th, 20th, 21st, and 22nd, Monday through Thursday. Now, if you're new to the channel or if you like to cross-watch and you don't want to watch the introduction, which this is, and will be tagged onto all of the readings, then just go right down there. I should have updated the timestamp, so that should just bypass me completely, or at least this part. Now, I hope you will watch it at least once, though, because I try to put some good information. And again, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power, God, Holy Spirit, and let whatever comes through come through. Now, I'm going to go and talk a little bit before we get into the cards. I'm going to talk about what's going on in the skies. I do have this posted on my website, in my blogs, but we do have some interesting stuff happening. December 20th. Remember, we are in the shadow of Mercury retrograde. Mercury goes retrograde on December 29th. So we do have that very anything can happen type of energy going on. Mercury has a lot to do with electronics, has to do with messages. So, it has to do with people coming back in. I feel Mercury, when it goes retrograde, it tries to clean up some of the mess. Sometimes it makes a little bit more of a mess before you can clean it up. If you've ever had to clean out your garage, you understand what I'm saying about it before things can get organized. I think Mercury helps to work with karmic energy. When we're in the retrograde time, karmic energy gets resolved, or it works towards resolution. How's that? So we have other things going on. This December 20th through the 23rd, and actually, through the 29th, is going to have some strong energies. We have on the 20th, Jupiter, which has been going back and forth between between Aries and Pisces. Well, now it's leaving Pisces for good, and it's going into Aries, and then it's going to stay in Aries. It's going to transition in and out of that too, but right now it is going into Aries. It is going to be very focused energy. This is a really strong time to write down your goals, okay? Write down the things you want to happen and be persistent. This is the time, just be persistent. I really get this persistent energy here. It's like, every day, put it out there, okay? Because Aries is fire energy, so it's very passionate burning, and Jupiter, is the planet of good fortune. Every day, be like that little drop of water that just keeps hitting that rock until you make a really big indent. Okay, so that's the 20th, 9:33 a.m. The 21st, we have the winter's solstice, or that's for the northern hemisphere. The southern hemisphere has the summer solstice. These are those times where, there's a lot of metaphysical energy going on around solstices. So this is again a time to put it out there. Drop. I know I'm going to be for drop, with that water. Just keep putting it in there. Sun is entering Capricorn, Earth energy, at 4:59 p.m. on the 21st. So we have winter solstice. We have the sun going into Capricorn. So Capricorn is the Earth, so it is about your money, job, career, very tangible energy. There is Capricorns are workhorses. I know that all of us can have this part about us, but Capricorns, they get things done when they set their mind to it. They have to set their mind to it. Capricorn is squaring with Jupiter, and that day also. Now, squaring has a little bit of a, kind of a little bit of a rub. It's like that little piece of sand in an oyster that can become that pearl. So it's kind of like saying, you've got to do it. You've got to do it. You've got to do it. So it's kind of irritating to each other. But because of that irritation, there's a little bit kind of a competition. It's like, well, we're going to get this done. Now, the 22nd, we have Venus in Capricorn trining with Uranus, which is retrograde in Taurus. Again, two earth energies. And Venus, so there can be unexpected relationship energies. And remember, we also have the 29th, we have Mercury going retrograde in Capricorn, going retrograde itself in Capricorn. And when Mercury goes retrograde, which we are in that shadow, many things can happen with relationships. A lot of times that's about, old relationships coming back into our lives. There can be some just really big insights about relationships. Mercury is about electronics. It's about messages. It's a very I don't want to say fluid because it's not. You don't want to put fluids with Mercury. It's a very electric type of energy. So we are in a time when anything can happen, and I do feel when Mercury goes retrograde that there's a lot of karmic readjustment being offered or being done during this time. So we have that Venus. Now on the 23rd, we have the new moon in Capricorn at 5:16 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So again, the 20th through the 23rd, very strong energy, very much if there's something that's just not moving for you or not being put into place or just not, drip, drip, drip. You have to be persistent. Many times we don't get it on the first try, sometimes not even on the second, sometimes not on the 99th, but then that 100th time comes. And then our wounded warrior, Chiron, goes direct. So there's, I'm not really an expert with the wounded hero, the wounded warrior, Chiron, except that there's a lot of self-sacrificing with Chiron, and it's been going retrograde, so now it's going to go direct. So I would say between the 20th through the 23rd is going to be very strong energies, and then we look at our numbers. We have December, which is the 12th month. We have the 20th, so we have a lot of that 2 energy, changes, decisions, coming together. So on December 22nd, 2022, we've got all those 2s. That has to mean something. So very interesting energies going on right now. Now, for the readings, I am going to be using my Radley Valentine decks. I will be using my Archangel Power Tarot cards and my Guardian Angel Tarot cards. I will be using my Inspirational Wisdom from Angels and Fairies. Okay, and there's the Frances Monroe and Judy Mastrangelo, and my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. I will also, just because I was doing this, I was doing some videos, product reviews or card reviews. I don't know what we're going to do with this per se, but for this time, we're going to use the Angel Answers Oracle cards. I do have a little problem with the Angel Answers, is that it doesn't always give you the answer you want it to. So isn't that how life is? So let's see. Now, so that's what we're going to do in the main readings. But for right now, I am going to be using my Rider-Waite Rider Traditional Tarot and my Osha Zen Tarot cards. Remember what I said earlier. These are general readings. They may or may not resonate. Take what you like. Leave the rest. And again, I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power, God, Source, Holy Spirit, and, let them take the show. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Holy Father, what do we have coming? We have this one jumping. Remember, cards that are reversed, to me, I believe they have stronger, pay attention energy. So let's see what we have. So the first one that jumped is the Fool, a new beginning, a new start. Believe. It may not necessarily look positive. It may not look the way you want it to be, but just believe. But it is a new journey. It is a new start. So let's see what else we might have here. One more shuffle. Oh, and here we go. And we come to the Page of Swords. All right, so that one fell on the floor. Let's see. How about one more? What else do we have? One other card. One other card. So there is some challenges. What's going on? This has, okay, let's go on. Let's just see what we've got here. Okay. So cards fall out. They want to be read. They want to be seen. The first one we have here is, again, reversed. This is a 0. This is a God source number, so there is something very divine with this. I know 7 is a divine number, but this is a, like you're being put on this path for a reason. You are here at this time for a reason. And if you follow me, I believe that the people that follow here we're basically all light workers. We're all, healers in some ways. There's a divine, we're on a divine journey in many, many ways, and we come together to be encouraged. You encourage me, I encourage you. So the fool doesn't necessarily look to where he's going, but the fool believes that everything will be fine. The sun is shining on the fool. The fool, is, kind of in a little bit of a dangerous position if he's to continue moving forward that direction. But it doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to. The fool just has a love of life, and the fool is, has a lot of faith and a lot of belief, knows that wherever the fool is going will be the right direction, even if there's some hard times for the fool. So something for this week, there's a new direction happening. Now we come to the Page of Swords. Now this is Major Arcana, which is more universal energy. This is Minor, which is more your day-to-day. Now the Court cards have a dual energy. Pages themselves have, their underlying energy is that earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. We're going in, we're having a lot of that Capricorn energy right now. We're going into that Capricorn time. Money, job, career, tangible energy. So that has that earth, that's really grounded energy. Swords is that air energy. That is your Aquarius, your Gemini, and your Libra. And we've been talking about Aquarius and Gemini having Saturn in Aquarius and Mars in Gemini. So that is your air energy. That is your thought processes. That's thinking things through, making some plans. Also could be about hearing news. Okay? So the Page of Swords has this really, maybe hearing news about money, hearing news or, about a new job, kind of this, things are in the air energy. The Page of Swords is not necessarily as focused as what he should be because he's very enthusiastic. So he's kind of like jumping ahead of himself. He's one of these energies that just wants to kind of get there. Doesn't necessarily see the roadblocks, isn't really taking time to think things through, but that's okay. That's okay, because he's got this Fool energy next to him that's saying everything's going to be okay. The Page of Swords does bring about challenges. It's new challenges, new possibilities, but it's okay, because the Fool energy next to him is like saying, come on, we're going to get through this. Let's do this. Your next card we have is the 9 of Fire. So 9 has an energy, so we have a 0990. 9 has an energy of let's wrap it up. We've got this. You just stand firm. Fire energy is our Aries. Again, Jupiter going into Aries. It's also our Leo. It's also our Sagittarius, and we're transitioning from Sagittarius to Capricorn. And again, passionate, burning, very committed energy here. Now, this 9 of rods or wands, some people call it either one, is basically, you can see he's been beat up a little bit. And I don't mean that somebody's jumped. It's just life has given him, this is somebody that has learned from the school of hard knocks, okay? But he is still standing firm. He is not backing down. So whatever's going on between the Fool and the Page, the 9 of Fire kind of tells them, hey, just keep moving. Don't stop. Don't back down. Don't give in. You've earned your right. You are now, you are where you're supposed to be, and you're not supposed to go backwards. So interesting stuff with that. Now, the one card we did not talk about, the one energy, is our cups or our water, which is our Cancer, which Pisces, and our Scorpio energy. Remember, Scorpio is in the southern, or the southern node is in Scorpio right now, so that is about the past, clearing up the past. And we have, we have Jupiter, which is leaving Pisces to go into into Aries. Now remember, that's not changing a direction, that's just moving on. So it is going at its normal pace. So let's see, with Osha Zen Tarot, is there anything else? So whatever this is, there is something that's new and exciting happening. It may be a little bit unbelievable. There's a lot of God source energy here. You have to believe, even if you feel like it's not, like you're not necessarily on steady ground. The page is basically kind of saying, yes, there is a new start, a new beginning. Think things through. There's going to be challenges. So it's not necessarily an easy week per se. There are challenges to this week. And then the Nine of Rods is going to say you need to just keep firm. You need to stay focused. You need to keep moving. You don't go backwards. Do not go backwards. Okay? Don't retreat. And again, I'm really getting, he has been through the school of hard knocks. So let's see, with the Osha Zen Tarot, God source energy, what would you have? Okay. Guilt. So we have an 8, unlimited opportunities, unlimited possibilities. And then we have this woman, or could be a man, but generally more of a feminine energy. Just, oh my gosh, the thoughts. What am I going to do? Where am I going to go? What am I supposed to do? Have I done right? So whatever's going on here is really bringing up a lot of upset. It's really bringing up a lot of, what have I been doing? What have I played into this? So there could be, remember with that Mercury brings revelations. We're not necessarily in the retrograde, but we're getting closer and closer to the retrograde. So it does bring revelations to us, and it's kind of like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that was happening. I can't believe this is happening. And what part did I play in any of this? So it's an interesting energy. I mean, we have this one that's all these possibilities, not necessarily easy, but not necessarily hard. We always have to remember that God's source is guiding us and putting us on this journey. We have to stay firm. And then we get this guilt card. The guilt card, too, though, is about letting go. I mean, you cannot move forward. You cannot move forward if you're stuck in guilt. Okay? Think of guilt as like one of those really sticky spider webs. And we've all seen movies. Well, we've seen movies where we get, where the hero or the heroine or whoever the main character is, even the bad guy gets stuck in gets stuck in their web, the web of deceit, the web. So there's something about this. We cannot move forward if we stick in, if we're stuck in guilt. I'm always talking that fear is a tool of the devil. Well, guilt is another tool, and it just doesn't let you move on if you get stuck in this energy. So this is more universal. So this is what's going on. There's lots of movement happening. We can't get stuck in guilt. We can face it. And then, we can apologize. We can say, yes, that happened. We can acknowledge, but we cannot get stuck in it. If you can't make a change to it, if you can't change the past, but we can learn from the past and we can move on. So, and these are all about moving on. This is saying, don't go back. Don't go back. Guilt, acknowledge it, move on. Okay? So interesting stuff for this week. I'm sorry that I'm on the later side, but I have actually had some a Christmas miracle in many ways. So maybe I'll talk about that on my blog. I don't know. Maybe I'll do something about it. But yes, our garage door came not completely, but it came off of its hinges. And if you've ever had that happen, it's interesting. But again, too, God Source came through, and within, I think, an hour, hour and a half, it was all resolved. And so again, I look at those as Christmas miracles. All right, so please take time to do the like, share, subscribe, clicking on the bell for notifications. We have hit 26,000 and we're staying there. Because like I said, normally it kind of goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down, but we're staying there and we are growing. So thank you to all. We're in this together and we're here to support each other. I hope I support you and help you, and I know that you do the same for me. So let's get started on our readings. Hello, my Scorpios, and how are you? Well, we've got a really interesting, energetic week ahead of us. So I do think that you can make some really positive changes. I'm going to have I'm going to just kind of do the caveat. You really think it through, use a lot of wisdom, use a lot of your past experiences, and just be the deep thinkers that you are, my Scorpios. And let's see, higher power. What do you have for my loving and wonderful Scorpios? Yeah, I kind of feel like you need to, this is a good week if you're making some changes to really be that deep thinker, be that, and also that spiritual connection is really something that you need to tap into too. Okay, let's see. Higher power, what do you have for my Scorpios? What do you want to tell my Scorpios here? Here we go. Again, 1, 2, and 3. 3 cards. All of them are face down. Let's see what we've got for my Scorpios. First card is the 8 of Ariel. Well, the 8 of Ariel tells you you're ready. Okay, you're ready to make some changes, especially in the work or in the job, or even in your residence. Okay, and I'm always feeling like, Scorpios, that you want to move. You want to move. Not necessarily that you're going to move. It's just that there's always this sense of wanting to see where else you can go, what else you can do. Doesn't mean you're going to do it. It just means you're looking into it. 8 is unlimited opportunities, unlimited possibilities. Ariel again, earth energy. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. We're going into Capricorn, and Capricorn's got some strong stuff with that Pluto, and we also have Uranus and Taurus, so there's a lot of different change energies there. But Pluto will be transitioning soon enough, back and forth between Aquarius and Capricorn, but that's still in 2023. But I do have this sense of, like readiness. Somebody once asked me if something was going to happen, and I said I didn't feel it, but I felt like she needed to be ready. And it fell in line. It wasn't that it was happening like tomorrow, but it did happen like 30 days after. So there's a sense of readiness with this. There's a sense of possibilities with this. Okay, so this is that next step from this is the next step where you're waiting. This is that next step that you're actually moving. You're actually getting the job, getting the instructions. Now you have to, again, there's a sense of readiness. Be ready. Be ready because it's there. It's like within your grasp right now. Okay. Take great pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect. Consider getting additional education or training. All right. Next card. Again, I get the sense of readiness. It's almost in your grasp if it's not already in your grasp. Next card is the 10 of Ariel. Happy home, happy family. 10 is transition energy. Be grateful for what you have. Attitude of gratitude. It's like, be ready. It's in your grasp. Then we have this. There's a lot of stability with this energy. This energy is stabilizing it. It's helping you to make this move. It's helping you to make, you've got the support that you've been needing for whatever's in your grasp. You have the support you've been needing for that. There's a lot of people, just the energies in general are telling you that what you're doing, the right thing to do. Okay, so There is so very much to be grateful for. Financial success and the promise of retirement, a rich, rewarding family life. So again, it's within your grasp, or it's almost there. And you've got this support. These two are very much supporting each other. Next card is the Page of Gabriel. So, Page's underlying energy is earth energy. Gabriel is fire. And again, we have, Jupiter transitioning into Aries. So we have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, passionate, burning, determined, wanting to move forward, wanting more, an exciting change. Now, Pages are excitable. They really want to jump in. They want to move. They want more out of life. Pages can also bring you messages. So there could be a message about whatever this change is for you. But the energies are very ripe for change. The energies are very ripe for a passionate next step also. So Page of Gabriel is energetic, brave, optimistic, and playful. Follow your passion. You are ready for any challenge, opportunities for excitement and adventure. So there's always movement for you. There's always the opportunity for movement for you, my Scorpios. And I do like it. There's something, you have the support, and it's an interesting week. New beginnings, new seasons. It's, there's a lot of I shouldn't say loving as much as there's a lot of exciting possibilities for that week. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Yeah, I kind of feel like you feel like it's so close. It's so close now. Okay, let's see what we've got going. Guardian angels, what else can you tell our okay, that one came out. Healer of action. So, healer of action, reverse, strong stuff. The healer is the queen. The queen's underlying energy is yours, my Scorpio. Action is fire energy. That is our Gabriel energy. So there is the underlying emotional, loving, caring energy, spiritual energy, and then there's the passionate, the consuming, the just major, just going after what you want energy of the fire energy too. So the healer, this is really going after what you want, going after what it is you need, going after and trying to do it actually and for the betterment of yourself and the betterment of the people that have been assigned in your care. So this is a time when you can do whatever you set your mind to if your heart is open. And that's the key phrase, if your heart is open. You're being asked to do so many things at once. You won't mind as long as you know you're making a difference. This card indicates someone who's loving, intelligent, passionate, and fun, which it could definitely describe you. This person can handle difficult situations with grace. So your heart needs to be open. Your heart needs to be doing it for the right reasons. And then, but again, it is a time. This is a time when you can do anything you want. You've got the support. You're ready. You've got the training. You've got the excitability, the excitement. Looks like this is about your work or your home. So it's either you're stepping up in your job, you may be getting some promotions, maybe you're moving. Again, you're ready. You're ready. It's within your grasp. It's within your reach. How's that? La, 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 la. Let's see. Okay. Inspirational wisdom from angels and fairies for my Scorpios. What do we have here? What do we have here? Okay. Reversed. My little rosebud. She's been popping up a couple of times. She's so pretty. Do not allow other people's thinking to influence your own decisions. Realize that you have the power to do many things. Okay. You have the power to do many, many things. I do like the stability here. I do like the grounding energy of the earth. Remember, you have grounding energy with this also. Okay, let's see. Crystal or energy for my Scorpios. What would be helpful for this week? Here we are. Let's go here. Turquoise, like it's in my little moon, my tri-moon. Leadership qualities, clear communication, prosperity, also success. This definitely feels like it's a work energy or it's a home transitional energy. Maybe you're moving, okay? So let's see what we've got now. Now I'm going to use my angel answers. I'm going to tell you this is just for entertainment because I was asking a lot of questions and I did not like any of the answers. I know I've said the same thing for everybody, so it's the same thing. So if you're thinking of quitting a job and it says, should I quit my job? And you ask, should I quit my job tomorrow? Do not rely on this to be the answer for you. Okay, we're going to have a little fun with this. And that's all we're going to do. Now this is kind of angel advice, angel answers. It's not necessarily definitive. It just kind of says, hey, think about this. This has a little more answer to it. And this has a little different. This might be a little bit more of a time, if I'm remembering these right. So let's see what we've got here. There are more of the angel answers than there are of the others. And except for yes and no, none of the cards have been duplicated. So think of your question, ask it, and let's see. Let's just see what it comes up with for my Scorpios. Okay. Here we go. Get more information. So you need, whatever this question is about, whatever you're asking, you need more information. So what I would say with that is, if you're asking, should I take a job? Get more information because there might be some information that's not being revealed to you that may actually help you to make your decision. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Anyway, my Scorpios, that was just for a little fun. Let me know what you thought of that. Not sure I'm going to use them again in this manner. Not sure that I won't. Anyway, my Scorpios, take that time, take that moment to like, share, subscribe, clicking on the bell for notifications. You keep me on air by doing that, and thank you. As always, though, my Scorpios, always know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.